This screencast is to go over the classroom observation assignment. This is a major assignment in our 101 class, and you can find the assignment in the content assignments classroom observation. There is a folder just for that, and in here, if it loads up, you will find, there it is, both the instructions and this screencast. So in this assignment, you will observe two different licensed early childhood education programs. The schools that you observed must have a current license from Child Care Licensing Department and have at least a level 1 in Colorado Shines. All programs who submit to have a license are automatically receive a level 1. You have to observe in two different kinds of programs. So you'll see here, under here are the requirements that they have to be two very different kinds of programs. So not just two programs, but different programs. It is very rare in our field that we get an opportunity to get out and observe other working environments, other philosophies, other types of school. So this is really a chance for you to get to see some new things, learn some new things, and make some comparisons, and also think about your career path and what kinds of schools you want to observe in. So there's a variety of examples here that you can look at. If you have any questions at all, if your programs are different enough, please get in touch with me and we can talk about that. I would rather have you ask in advance and we can work through it together than receive a poor grade because I didn't feel that they were different types of schools. So if you're in my summer class, please note that summer can be a really challenging time for the classroom observation assignment because school districts, Head Starts, and many other preschool providers are not in session. So make sure you start contacting programs early to be sure that they're open and accepting visitors. Because even if programs are open, they're often out doing more field trips and things, so it may be more challenging to get in. You may use your own program as one of your observations if you're currently teaching. However, you must observe another teacher's classroom, and that teacher cannot be someone that you've worked with before. It cannot be a classroom that you're regularly assigned in. So even if you're an assistant teacher and you work in 3 different classrooms, you cannot use any of the classrooms that you work in on a regular basis. So in this here, you'll see that you need to review the program's website, brochures, and marketing materials. You need to spend at least 1 hour observing the program. And here in your paper, it has all the information that you need to give me as part of your paper. And then you're going to write a 550 to 750 word count reflection that summarizes what you've observed. So I use word counts in many of my assignments, not page numbers, because different fonts and different sizes produce different page numbers. And so just to give you a frame of reference, 550 to 750 word count is about I'm sorry, I'm saying that wrong. 250 words is about 1 page in Times New Roman, size 12, double-spaced font. So 550 to 750 is 2.5 to 4 pages, essentially. So I want this to be a substantial paper, but I also want you to be concise in your information. I have a few other guidelines that I'd like you to notice. So you'll see here in this section 5, these are some questions to get you started. You do not need to answer all these questions. As a matter of fact, I don't want to see these as sections. I don't want to see a section that says overall vibe, physical arrangement, adult to child interactions, etc. I don't want to see that. What I want to see is I want to see you using these questions as a launching pad to think about how you want to describe your visits. So again, this is a compare and contrast. So I don't want half the paper to be preschool A, blah, 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 preschool B, blah, 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 blah. You can describe most of the preschool separately, but you need to have a comparison and a contrasting section where you talk about the differences between the two, what you learned by that comparison, what things you would put in your toolbox for the future, maybe things that you saw that you wouldn't do and why. So again, the important piece here is to give me a description of both programs, but more importantly is to compare and contrast those two programs. So when you sign up for this observation, you're going to contact the director and let them know that you are enrolled in ECE 101, Introduction to Early Childhood, and that you have an assignment to observe in different kinds of preschools. Once they know that, they're much more understanding about you visiting. If you call and say, I want to visit your program, they're going to be really put off and not understand. So give them the information they need to be able to help you. Programs want educated professionals to work for them, so they know it's important to open their doors for students to get this experience. When you come to observe, make sure you stay in the background as much as possible. Of course, the children will try to engage you, but I want you to be polite and kind and direct them back to their teacher. In my 14 years in early childhood, I have observed 1,000,000, okay, that's an exaggeration, 1,000 classes. And I get this all the time that people want to, or children want to come up and engage me. And I've really learned to be able to say, that's really great. I am glad to see you too. You need to go back and see your teacher, and not give them any more, not be overly exciting, not be overly engaging, but also not be rude. Be sure to print this assignment and take it with you. It'll help keep you oriented to the parameters of the assignment while you're there. It's easier to take it with you and refer to these questions and have that help you think about what notes you want to take, then leave and realize you were missing some things that could have really helped you complete the assignment. Lastly, be sure to write down quotes from children and teachers, the main ideas of the philosophy or the classrooms. Some people draw sketches and draw what the classroom looked like. If they allow you to take pictures, you may do that, although it's quite often that they don't. But these are all things that can really help you as you get ready for this. As always, make sure to reach out to me if you have any and all questions about this assignment. I'm happy to answer them. Get out there, get your observations started, and have a great time.